Hey, do you know most people these days have a short list of their best WordPress hosting providers based on security, performance, price, reliability, and customer support? Yes, we can talk about it all day which one is the best, but the real solution relies on the features and factors of your field and business. Up to this day, more than 10 different WordPress hosting companies in our journey. Some were good, others mediocre, and the few with mistakes. In this video, not only personal experience with the hosting providers will be talked about, but also tools that you can use to distinguish them and make sure you get the best hosting for your business or yourself. Before we get right into the video, make sure you subscribe to our channel since this is your first time here and our first video as well. You become more secured when you have these requirements in place. Now, let's get back to the real question based on your field. The features and factors to analyze selecting the best WordPress hosting. What are your goals? What do you end up achieving? Price, security, performance, reliability, and customer support are essential factors you can't overlook. But knowing your goals and what you want to achieve will redeem you from wasting money and time on other stuff. There are so many options to get your website on the web today. However, each of them caters to business owners' goals, whether those goals are big or small. Today's video covers the most common types of web hosting plans, talks about the pros and cons, and gives you the necessary information that supports you in determining which one will fulfill your goals. First off, what's web hosting? Web hosting is your online space where you can upload your website files and also enables you to publicize your website onto the internet. But there's more to it than that. To find the best web hosting services for your needs, let's take a look at these types of web hosting. Number 1. WordPress Shared Hosting. So here is the deal with shared hosting. You get fewer resources than if you had installed a dedicated server or VPS and paid for it, but it's generally much cheaper. Many web hosts offer packages that include unlimited disk space, unlimited bandwidth, and even unlimited domains at a much lower price per month. Of course, you have to be aware of your fair share of resources when using shared hosting. For example, there may be times where the entire server is being bogged down by one site and others can't function normally because of it. Pros of shared hosting. It is cost effective. You can get excellent performance as a small business starter with less traffic. Cons of shared hosting. To get the best rates, you will need to sign up for bulk tiers. Your website loads slowly when you have a lot of traffic. WordPress Virtual Private Server or VPS hosting. VPS hosting is the next step up from shared hosting. With VPS hosting, you can run your own virtual server. Virtual private servers, or VPS, allow you to run and create a server just as if it was your own. However, you share it with dozens of other people on the same physical machine. Similar to shared hosting, the differences focus on usability, performance, and privacy. VPS has been recommended by a lot of SEO experts for its advantages in speed over shared hosting. But does that make it an ideal choice for you? Is there really anything to VPS hosting that warrants this kind of appraisal? Do you even need VPS hosting in the first place? Pros of VPS hosting. You get entirely dedicated resources for your website. You can be able to configure your VPS to your specific requirements. Cons of VPS hosting. Calculating the number of resources you need can be challenging. VPS requires technical know-how before you can configure it. WordPress Cloud Hosting. Hosting a website on multiple computers might seem strange, but there's a reason people do it. When you use an entire network of machines to host your website, each of them is called a node. Using multiple nodes gives you more security because the device, or even whole networks, can be rebalanced if one of them goes offline. It also offers better performance because the load balancing keeps everything running smoothly. Pros of cloud hosting. It gives you a high degree of scalability. You can customize your server as it suits your goals. Cons of cloud hosting. The payment pattern for cloud hosting is very complicated. It requires technical know-how. WordPress Dedicated Hosting. Dedicated hosting is a hosting type that allows you to have complete control of your web server. This means that you are the only customer having access to a physical server. The server can be used for various purposes like business websites, e-commerce servers, database-driven applications, etc. From here, you need to prepare yourself with not less than $100 a month. Pros of dedicated hosting. You have complete access to the server. You can always configure your server to your preference. Cons of dedicated hosting. It's costly as compared to others. Making broad guidance when it comes to hosting services is a complicated task that can confuse. These are enough for you. You can start with a shared as a starter with time, and you feel you have a lot of traffic, you can upgrade to other options that best suits you. Now that we know the types, let's look at some providers that can give the best offers to serve you. The first on our list is Bluehost Hosting. Bluehost is one of the largest hosting companies in the world. As a Bluehost customer, you get access to their award-winning 24/7 support team with experts that are passionate about helping you succeed online. Their tools make it easy to create and manage a website. You can choose from over 40 different hosting plans starting at $3.50 per month. Bluehost takes care of everything, and your websites will be up and running in as little as 24 hours. There are tons of themes to choose from that come with free site building tools to make editing your site a breeze. Bluehost will even give you free domain name registration for life. The only downside I have here is their poor backup options. InMotion Hosting. When you build a web hosting company, you have to have the latest and most incredible shared hosting platform. There are many reasons why InMotion Hosting has chosen to upgrade its hardware and software platforms. Upgrading your applications will allow your customers to receive superior support levels while also ensuring that they can get the best performance from their websites. What makes the platform stand out is that InMotion Hosting is very popular with users and customers. The reason behind this is simple. The network, uptime, customer service feature, and affordability are just some of the many advantages which attract people to use their service. As the saying goes, no one is perfect. There are no Windows servers for InMotion at this time. HostGator Hosting. Whether you're an experienced webmaster or brand new to the game, HostGator is a big name in the hosting industry. Owned by Endurance International Group, HostGator boasts over 10 million domains hosted and features a great selection of plans and designs to choose from. Today we want to give you a quick rundown on what HostGator has to offer in terms of web hosting so that you can determine if it's right for your website. HostGator is the perfect website hosting solution for blogs, small businesses, and entrepreneurs, with convenient one-click WordPress installation and 24/7 live chat, 99% uptime guarantee. HostGator makes it easy to get your new blog set up in just one day. The only problem with it is its average server response times. SiteGround Hosting. SiteGround is one of the most prominent players in the WordPress hosting industry since 2009. They have a vast customer base with more than 200,000 paying customers. The company chose PHP 7 as its main stack, which means it recently became possible to enjoy the benefits of HTTP 2 protocol with automatic SSL installed for all shared hosting plans. SiteGround also offers free CDN and free SSL, including IPv6 for all its shared hosting users. SiteGround is an impressive hosting company. You can spin up a WordPress site in a few minutes using their one-click installer. With their managed hosting services, your server and site stay up to date without you worrying about updates. SiteGround is one of the longest-standing hosting companies with a large number of happy customers. Dreamhost Hosting. This is what I'm currently using. Dreamhost provides the very best hosting service I've ever experienced. They are straightforward to use, and their customer service team will always go out of their way to help you get your site up and running quickly and efficiently. I'm even convinced that Dreamhost may be the best host in the world. Dreamhost is the leader in web hosting for WordPress users. With a fully managed platform, you get one-click WordPress install and automatic WordPress updates, along with unlimited bandwidth and free SSDs, which make your site 200% faster. No telephone support, the only downside so far. Make sure you like this video if you are already enjoying it. A2 Hosting. Whenever it comes to choosing a web host for your WordPress site, the number of options nowadays is overwhelming. With so many different hosting providers offering multiple web hosting services and WordPress-specific features, comparing all these offers can be very time-consuming. And that's why every one of us needs an expert to tell us which web hosting service is best for our needs. A2 Hosting has been around since 2002 and provides website owners with high quality, speed, and reliability in their WordPress hosting packages. But hey, this is relatively expensive. This WordPress hosting review is based on our personal experiences and over 50 hours of research on 20 web hosting companies. This guide will help you find the best WordPress hosting for your business. Your website will go down like a sinking ship if it's not hosted on reliable hosting. If your site can stay online during high traffic periods, it will increase your conversions. So make sure that you are using a reliable host that won't kill your website's reputation. If you require a hosting provider, any of the 6 talked about is highly recommended. I have provided all the links that you can use to make a purchase in the description. Make sure you check it out to enjoy the discount. If you have any questions or any review you would like us to do for you, leave a comment. For watching up to this point, we decided to give you the requirements for the best WordPress hosting. If you are new to the WordPress server, there are basic things you need to know. Understanding the requirements and features will help you recognize if it's an excellent choice for you or not. The recommended requirements needed for running WordPress are: Number 1. PHP. It should be 7.4 or greater. PHP is a server-side scripting language that can create static and dynamic websites or web applications. PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor, which was previously Personal Home Pages, so don't get yourself confused with the acronym not matching the current name. PHP scripts can only be analyzed on a server that has PHP installed. Number 2. Database. Make sure you have MySQL 5.6 or MariaDB 10.1 or greater. This is where all your information is stored. Number 3. Web server. Nginx or Apache with mod_rewrite module. The primary purpose of the web server is to store, process, and transmit web pages to the users. This usually works in hand with HTTPS. And number 4. HTTPS support. The Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure protects communication integrity between a website and a user's browsers. Your users will identify that a third party in transit has not intercepted the data sent from your web server. This brings us to the end of our video. See you next time. Bye!